In crypto, the truth is simple. The ledger doesn't lie. Numbers tell the story. Today we break down whether XRP's current price near 2.80 is a risky play or a setup for one of the biggest breakouts in financial history. Or the risk side right now, XRP is consolidating in a tight range. Support at $2.70, $2.80. Resistance around $3.10, $3.16. A descending triangle on the charts leans bearish. If XRP slips under $2.70, technicals suggest a fall toward $2.50, $2.60. Maybe even down to $2.35 in a worst-case test. For traders looking only at the short term, that's risk. The bears argue XRP has already run too far, too fast from its 1.80 levels earlier this year, but charts only tell part of the truth. Let's run the math. Add the whale factor over the last 2 weeks. Whales have quietly added 340 million XRP, worth nearly $960 million. That's not retail panic buying, that's deep pocket conviction. Big wallets done to load nearly $1 billion into a coin if they think it is heading for a cliff. Historically, whale accumulation often signals the floor before a surge. You, the ETF catalyst analysts, now peg XRP's spot ETF approval odds at 85–91%. If approved, institutional money can legally and safely flow into XRP. That's the same spark that sent Bitcoin and Ethereum flying after their ETF approvals. A green light here could be XRP's ignition switch. You price math scenarios, here's where the numbers get real. Let's take XRP's total supply, 100 billion coins. Circulating supply is $55 billion. Now match that against global money pools. Scenario 1. Cross-border payments if XRP captures just 2% of global remittances and settlement flows. The math supports a price in the 5.7 range. That's a near 2-3x from today. Scenario 2. ETF demand. Institutional settlement if ETFs unlock even 100 billion in flows over time. Divided against 55B circulating coins, XRP's fair value math stretches into the $12–15 zone. Scenario 3. Tokenization of everything. This is the great reset math. If ISO 2022 rails bring tokenized real-world assets, stocks, bonds, real estate onto XRP's plumbing, and XRP processes 5–10% of that $100 trillion market, math lands XRP north of $26 to $50 per coin. Speculative future. If XRP ever becomes the backbone of a true global liquidity pool, the wrong reserve bridge for CBDCs and tokenized assets, theoretical models stretch into 3 digits. 100 plus XRP by 2030 isn't a meme. It's math if adoption scales at that level. The balance. So should you bet on XRP going up right now? In the short term, it's risky. Breakdowns happen and 235 is possible before a bounce. But in the mid to long term, whales, ETF odds, and tokenization trends all point in one direction: up. The question isn't whether XRP dips or rips tomorrow. It is whether you believe in the math behind its role in the new world financial system. Because if the ledger doesn't lie, the upside dwarfs the risk. In closing, so here's the reality. Short term, cautious. Risk a pullback under 270, midterm, bullish if ETF catalyst hits, long-term world-changing potential if tokenization unfolds. That's the ledger math. The rest is patience. What do you think? Is XRP ready to flip the switch, or is the risk too high for now? Drop your thoughts below, smash that like button, and subscribe to LTL Productions, because the ledger doesn't lie.